today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
It was so interesting in the run-up to the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the same way, barely restrained improv act that frustrates opponents and sometimes his own coaches, but produces plenty of highlights. What do you think of that?
They'll run on first down. It's long, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
I know we were assigned this game, but let's face it, this is the one we wanted, isn't it? A chance to watch an MVP candidate perform down the stretches 4 weeks ago. How are you feeling about his chances?
Well, I think he certainly has a shot. It's going to determine what he does and what the others around him do for these last 4 weeks. But more MVP chatter, it seems like, every year as you hit the month of December. This year's going to be no exception.
Yeah, I know he's not ranked number 1 right now. But if he plays up to his capabilities, I think he's going to win the thing.
4 yards.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 61 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it's going to be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down, Miami.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run with Madison. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. And it's caught by Parker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. Tua finding Gesicki there for the Dolphin first. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield finding Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Tua now on first down. Forced out to his left. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, Tagovailoa. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by...
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now left side on the swing pass. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On play action, here's Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Dolphin first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Buying time to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Tua. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Madison, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to
Devontae Parker. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Over the middle, complete. It's long. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A first down throw for Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
We got three.
First down, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's caught left side by Bryant. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Tua to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Olivier Vernon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And he's got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Going to run with Madison again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Jerome Baker.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being... Stop just before the 35.
Complete to
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Barkley, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. 3rd down here.
On the coverage.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's J.J. Watt, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. It's a game.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
57, Mike, 50.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Tua hit, and the ball is out.
Larry Ogunjobi. Baker Mayfield sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Miles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and now it's third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Tua. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him.
Mayfield's back.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Throw left side complete. That's long. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns able to get this one. Back to within at least some measure of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Taking it about the 1. A good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
57's the mic. Mark 57. Man, I got you. Man, I'm on. Shit. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hurry.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the run, it's Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 56.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. His pass caught at the 4. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo.